Okay, so in this lesson, I'm going to be giving you some different short stories, and you're going to be turning those short stories into position versus time plots. Um, so without much further ado, we're just going to kind of jump into it. Layla is going to her mailbox to get the mail. She starts at a position of 0 meters, that's her house, and then she walks 10 meters in 8 seconds to get to her mailbox. So she starts at a position of 0 meters. So we're going to start that right here at time zero. She's at position zero. And then she walks 10 meters in 8 seconds. So 10 meters, 8 seconds. That's going to put us right here. Okay. So, and then because we're making a position versus time plot, we're going to connect the dots, right, with the best fit line. Oh, whoops. Looks like I did 2 steps in one here. Okay, so then the question asked, how fast was Layla walking? And so we're going to find the slope of this line to figure out how fast she was walking, which is why I've got the rise and the run drawn on there. Okay, so her rise is 10 meters, her run is 8 seconds. And so then to calculate the slope, we're going to take 10 meters over 8 seconds. That's 1.25 meters per second. Okay, and so then Layla was walking 1.25 meters per second. Example 2, so Thomas is skateboarding down his driveway. He is moving at 3 meters per second. It takes him 5 seconds to get from his house to the end of the driveway. So again, we're going to draw a position versus time plot of Thomas skateboarding down his driveway. We're going to do that over here. So first, and then we'll answer the question, how long is Thomas's driveway? So again, we're going to start Thomas off at position 0, at time 0. And then he's moving at 3 meters per second. So that means every 1 second, he's going to move forward 3 meters. Every 1 second forward, he'll move forward 3 meters, and we'll just keep following this pattern for 5 seconds, because it says that it takes him 5 seconds to get from the end of his house, or from his house to the end of the driveway. So this is where he ends up in 5 seconds. We'll add a best fit line. And so then the question asks, how long is Thomas's driveway? Well, if it takes him 5 seconds to get to the end, that means that the driveway is 15 meters long. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and then example 3, Dawson has a pet turtle that is crawling across his room at a rate of 0.5 meters per second, which is actually pretty fast for a turtle, believe it or not. Dawson decides to start timing the turtle when it is 3 meters from its terrarium. Whoops, a little typo here. Let's fix that. Actually, never mind. Let's not worry about the typo, because I'd have to fix it for every single slide here, and that's going to take too long. So the other side of the room is 5 meters away. So then again, we're going to draw a position versus time plot of Dawson's turtle crawling across the room. And we'll answer the question, how long did it take the turtle to cross the room? So this turtle is starting at 3 meters from the terrarium. Started right here. And it's moving at a rate of 0.5 meters per second. So we can see that 0.5 meters per second, that means it'll take it 2 seconds to crawl 1 meter. And then the last important piece of information is that the other side of the room is 5 meters away. So it's going to end up at this position here, 8 meters away, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just going to keep plotting points, 2 over, 1 up, 2 over, 1 up, 2 over, 1 up, until we reach our final destination, which is at 8 meters. Then we'll add a best fit line. We can see that it would have taken the turtle 10 seconds to crawl this distance. Okay, and then for our last question, Haewon goes swimming in her pool, in her 12-meter pool. She starts swimming at a pace of 3 meters per second for 4 seconds, but that was too fast, so she waits on the far side for 3 seconds before swimming back. Takes her 3 seconds to swim back. So we're going to have Haewon start at position 0, 0. She's going to move at a pace of 3 meters per second for 4 seconds. So for every 1 second, she'll move 3 meters. And this will continue on for 4 seconds. Okay, so this will model Haewon's motion for the first 4 seconds. Then she's just going to hang tight for 3 seconds on the other side of the pool. Catch her breath. So for these 3 seconds, her position has not changed. Okay, and then it says that she'll swim back in 3 seconds. So 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, 3 seconds later. So that would be right here. Remember, if she makes it back, she'll be back at position 0. So then that is her best fit line. And then here are the rise and run. And then I think I just realized a mistake that I made, so give me a second to correct that. Okay. So we can see that Haewon has moved back 12 meters, right? Because the other side of the pool was 12 meters away, so now she's come back to the side of the pool that she started on, so she's moving negative 12 meters. And she did that in 3 seconds. Okay, and so then if we're going to calculate the slope of this line, it's going to be negative 12 meters over 3 seconds, or negative 4 meters per second. And then what was Haewon's velocity while she was swimming back? Well, that would be negative 4 meters per second, because that's the slope of the line. Okay, and so then you're going to be doing the same thing in these 3 situations, or these 4 situations. Be careful in some of these positions. You're not starting at 0, 0. In some of the positions, you're moving backwards, so read the problems carefully. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. All right.